My friends, welcome back. It's me, Meredith, with the Cedar Rapids Public Library, and you are here for the final installment of Archelologist Lab. It is day 4. It is math day. Are you so excited? I am so excited. Did you realize that we've been using math this entire time? We've been adding up years to see how long ago things happened. We've been measuring things. Oh my gosh. We're going to use maps. That is all math. It's going to be good, people. It's going to be so good. Now, I know a lot of you already know what math is, but we can't start without our absolutely formal introduction. So without further ado, let's go to the dictionary, shall we? Math is the science of numbers and their operations, interrelations, combinations, generalizations, and abstractions of space, people. What does that mean? Mathematics is a science of how we understand the world through things that we can expect. Like, you know what 1 is, and you know that 1 plus 1 is always going to be 2. It's how we keep things consistent and measurable. Now, math can be applied in so many different ways, right? And especially in archaeology. I have a real-life scientist named Cassandra Michaud, who, if you can, click on this video from our YouTube channel's description. It's just remarkable how she has used math to excavate a plantation site, to understand how to measure and record where artifacts are found. Now, what I think we should do is the same thing. Let's get to your supply bag, shall we? Shall we? So, inside of your day 4 bag, according to my records, string. That's it. Just string. That's right. You have so many things from the rest of your supplies that all you need today is string, right? You're going to want your ruler and you're going to want your string. And what we're going to do is we're going to grid an actual site. And that site, my friends, is going to be anywhere of your choosing. However, I'm going to suggest if you can create an archaeological dig site in your room, it would be kind of amazing. It's true. Let's start from the beginning. What does it mean to grid your site? This is what you're going to do with your string, okay? You are going to take 4 pieces and lay them each parallel to one another with approximately 1 foot in between each string, okay? And then you're going to use perpendicular lines to put 4 pieces of string, 1, 2, 3, 4, with approximately 1 foot in between. And if you'll take a look at the diagram here, that will give you 16 square feet. 4 this way, 4 that way, 16 square feet of area to discover, uncover, and excavate, okay? So I took this to one of my kids' rooms and tried it out. And this is how it looked. The picture's a little fuzzy, I'm afraid, but I think you'll get the idea, okay? So I laid out the string, boop, 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 and you should be able to put your ruler in between because your ruler should be 12 inches. That's a foot, right? And then I put boop, 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 4 that way, and it created a grid. Now this grid also kind of acts like a map, right? Because you'll be able to locate things on the map. And even if you just put the numbers for each square in, you'll know if you found something in square 1, where it came from, right? And then you can remove the artifact and take it to a museum if you like. But what I think is important is that you also draw this grid in your notebook so that you can plot your artifacts, okay? Now, here's just a little bit of an example for you to see what I did with my son's room. So we're going to go artifact by artifact through a couple of these and discuss what's so interesting about this kid's room, all right? All right. Now, it may be difficult to see, but down here in the corner is a penny. Remember how we were talking about using the dates, if applicable, to help kind of understand what time period something might be from? Now, of course, if a penny says 1989 on it, it can be any time after 1989, right? But you know it couldn't be before. It wouldn't have been created before that. Next, buried between the Chewbacca pillow and the gym shorts is a tiny sock. It is pink and it is purple. Whose sock could that be? It probably wouldn't fit an adult. This looks like it could be a child's sock. Next, down in the bottom left-hand corner, there is a rubber band. It's a very small rubber band, the kind that someone might use to hold their hair. So, again, this person, someone in this house, this area, may have long hair. Next, this artifact is a black plastic boot. It is not the kind of boot that would probably fit a human. It is in fact a boot for a Psyduck. That's right, it's a Pokemon boot. But you would be able to know, even if you don't know about Pokemon or Psyduck, you might be able to understand that it's probably for a doll or a toy of some sort. And now, the Chewbacca pillow, right in the middle of everything. It's the kind that you fold up or could unfold and sleep on. It has a big fuzzy Chewbacca head. If you don't know much about Star Wars, you could do a little research, I'm sure, and you could determine possibly what year this toy was even made. That would help kind of, place this room in time. Then, the gym shorts. There are a couple things that you could determine from these gym shorts. One, you can see what size the gym shorts are, right? That would give you an idea of the age or size of a person living in and around there. And there are a couple different conditions in which a person could be wearing these shorts, right? Maybe it's spring or summer. Maybe the climate is warm. Perhaps they're pajamas. But there are a couple things you could investigate or look for other clues with to see if you can determine what these shorts mean for this particular group of humans. Now, up here at the top, I know it's very difficult to see, but I'll tell you, it is a deflated balloon. Now, that could mean any number of things. One interesting thing about this balloon that I know for a fact is that it came from my son's birthday party. So, I have a little extra information to help me understand why that balloon's there. But maybe it was for a party. Maybe there was a water balloon fight inside. Maybe someone was blowing up balloons so they could make paper mache out of it. There are as many reasons that you could think to use a balloon could be a reason why somebody else had one in their house, right? So you have to use your imagination and think of so many different reasons why something could happen to try to put it into place, into context. And the last artifact that I will highlight here is a big bucket of Legos. My kid is a Lego maniac, and you will find Legos all throughout our house, and sometimes outside even. Not that I approve of that, but it's true. So, that's just another clue. It puts into perspective maybe the age of someone that's using that space, that room. You wouldn't let a toddler or a baby play with Legos, so you know it's an older kid for sure. Now, something else that's interesting is that some of the artifacts that were found in my son's room are actually the belongings of my daughter. So you have to take a step back and also kind of analyze who else could be in that space living together, who's taking care of whom, or what kind of, in this case, since it's a house, what kind of domestic or family structure might be part of how these people live. And like I said, there's a rubber band in there. My son has really long hair, and so does my daughter. How do you know it's for one or the other? You can't make assumptions that boys have short hair and girls have long hair. You have to think really wide and even outside of your own cultural conceptions when you're an archaeologist, because you don't know what you don't know, right? And that's why we need science to guess and test and make our best assumptions into facts when possible. I hope that makes sense and you have a lot of fun understanding more about maybe who you are, what people could assume about you and the people that you live with, or what assumptions we have about other people and how we make informed decisions about the artifacts that we can find. Now, I'll say one more time how just important it is to have a map or a record of where things are found, and how math is just incredibly necessary for that. I think it's really interesting to look at this map and see all the different places where you can go and kind of explore some archaeological sites. Now, you can click on this link from our YouTube videos description, and it's a Google map of all sorts of different little places that you can go. Big places, right? It looks little on the screen. But go and do some exploring with a grown-up so you can travel all over the world from the comfort of your own home. It's true. But I do have to go for now, but I wanted to tell you, thank you so much for hanging out with us this summer. We really appreciate it. I would appreciate it if anybody out there wants to send me pictures of your research, your field notes, or if you have anything you wanted to share about the camp, please let me know, okay? You can send an email to crawfordm@crlibrary.org. So CRAWFORDM@crlibrary.org. I would love to see what you people are making. What have you done with this? Oh gosh, it's just so hard to be a librarian and not have patrons to play with. But know that we still care very much about you. Call us or email us if you have questions or if you want more books or more resources. And golly, I hope you're all taking good care and staying safe. From all of us here at the Cedar Rapids Public Library, thanks for watching.